Hey, good afternoon. It's Bob from Trade Genius, the 15th of March, and just what an incredible day. I'm just going to go through a few charts here and talk about the day, but I think we had an inflection point. Been waiting for this. Yellen did it. I think she's going to be more dovish, and I think she talked about a more gentle glide and took the wind out of the sails of the financials, and it put the wind in the sails of the commodities. So let me blast through these really quickly here and get you guys some perspective. So I think today we made more money today than we did in the last 6 weeks. It was an incredible day. So emerging markets, of course, likes a weaker dollar. It popped, and we'll see where this goes. My view is that I think the market's going to the market will probably settle some tomorrow, have a push higher Friday, and the next week I think reality will set in after OPEX in terms of the broad market going back down. GDX, we bought Nugget today, made a quick 5% in about 10 minutes on a day trade. Some people stayed in, but I think we went ahead and we're right up against VWAP already. I'm looking for some consolidation and then have it move over VWAP and start its move higher. Financials didn't like the Yellen thing at all. I think they already pre-ran it, and they were expecting probably more language around more rate raises. So bad news for them, good news for the rest of the world. SPY, we had the big push, and I think we probably will get to a double top by Friday. Tomorrow should be a little weakish, and then we should maybe Friday push up to get that double top. Then the following week, I think we sell off pretty hard. This was just a reaction to Yellen. We had VIX selling off. We had commodities running higher. We had the top 50 running higher, and it just lifted the market for those who were short, had to cover, and basically all the people covering all day gave it a lift. Nugget, like I said, we had a great move, made a quick 5%. It's probably pushing towards $10, but I think it's going to settle first. I'd like to see this thing go down to about $8.50 again, and then see it lift to about $10. But we went from oversold to overbought in one day, and so just something to be careful. This thing is pretty choppy. VIX, we shorted UVXY. I'll talk about that when we get there. GXJ, we're in CHK's, one of the natural gas producers. Had a nice run, and I think it'll probably run up to that VWAP line, and then we'll be into the season of shorting natural gas and put this on the shelf. IWM, people are asking me about this. We sold a put spread at 135, 133 on Wednesday, and made on 20 contracts, made over $700 by the end of the day today. One of the things that I do, and we do training, and I'm going to in April do training on how I trade volatility, and then how I day trade volatility, and also I'll do training on the credit spreads for income. And so look for those classes. They're fee based, but very complete. They're exactly how I trade. So it's not this standardized crap that people get, and a whole lot of talk and not a whole lot of meat on the bone. This is all light, no heat, and so you'll get fantastic opportunities to take what I give you and apply it immediately and make a lot of money. And so IWM, we're now waiting for that move to exhaust itself, and I think by Friday we'll be looking for that to reverse. We'll be selling call credit spreads against it instead of put spreads, and then and looking to enter TWM on it. UVXY, when I get to the oil thing, oil was a tell for me. I went ahead and immediately shorted volatility, bought UVXY puts, 1850s. I rolled them down to 1750s. And then at the end of the day, I went ahead and, sorry, the dog's excited. I sold the 17s against it for this Friday to lock in profit twice. And that is a class I'll show you guys how to do in the credit spread and in the volatility class. It's my bread and butter. Between the credit spreads and volatility is where I make most of my personal money. and I'm in these trades almost every day, and I'll show you what I do and how I do it and how I make money. And you can make quite a bit of money with very, very little, capital. And so I'll be happy to share that with you. And then XLE, I'm waiting for this thing to get pushed up a little bit higher. This is going to be a great short for us. Twitter, it's on the shelf for now. Dust, I bought Nugget. I didn't buy Dust puts. I should have did both, but I didn't want to get greedy. But that was down 30% today from the highs. Amazing. We're in SWN, I should say, my dyslexia. We're a little bit higher, and we'll be able to hop off this train, make a little money on it, and then kind of sit back and watch, see what's happening with natural gas. GLD, we talked about that. And then we have real estate going up only because of the interest rate factor. You'll see real estate start rolling back down as soon as they start struggling with the rents, because retail is crushed. I mean, nobody's buying cars, nobody's going to the department store, nobody is going to retail, and and that's going to affect real estate. The malls are going to disintegrate. These REITs are going to have so many problems, and so it's just a trade with the rates, and you'll see it rolling down. UNG was on the shelf today. Tomorrow's the meeting. We'll see which way it goes. I'm looking for one more big bounce, and then that trade will be on the shelf till the fall. Talked about XIV. Like I said, we day trade XIV almost every day. I have a proprietary signal I developed. I call it out every day. We try to do an XIV trade 3 days a week. Even when the market's down, even when XIV is down for the day, we're able to make money on it most days because of the nature of the instrument, and my signal sees those abatements of the panic, and we're able to go in and grab quick 0.5%, 1%. We're probably averaging about 1.5% a week on the XIV trade, and some guys substitute that out with UVXY or VXX puts in the money, so they don't have to put as much capital out. Those that have less than $25,000, hey, you just take 2 or 3 of the trades a week. And if you do that and you're in our service, I always say, hey, take the Tuesday trade, take the Friday trade. You'll make plenty of money. Once you get over 25,000, you can take all the trades. I will show you how to do that in my training class that I'm going to do in April. So watch for it. It'll definitely pay for itself. What I'm going to charge for the class will pale in comparison to what you'll make on it over time. And talked about gold. Oh. Sorry for the delay. The dog got excited about somebody in the room, so the pause that kept you from hearing a very, very happy dog. So NAK joined the festivities too. SLW, we're in SLW, got it low 19s. We just hopped off the trade. It's already looking selling back after hours. Like I said, I'm not going to be greedy on this stuff until it starts to we start getting a few higher lows. We're starting to get it. So you see on the 10th, we see on the 14th, maybe push back down again, and then keep pushing higher. And then this will be one of my trades. SLW, SILJ, AG are my trades of choice. I'll do dust puts again, and I'll call out nugget trade for people too. Like AG, just waiting. XBI, just it's been a beast, and just not ready to short it yet. XLY, what a shocker. Had Amazon and Priceline in it. There was no discretionary income. What a joke. But that's why I've been staying away from it. I'd love to short this thing and with some credit spreads, but now with those two in there, it just makes discretionary ETF look too good, much better than the real world. MOS, we're in MOS. And the dollar rolling over now, MOS is going to get a nice grind higher, and then we have long-term and ICL. So I encourage you to, to have some of this in your portfolio long-term. You'll appreciate it. ERX, almost ready for it to roll over. and it'll be a great short, or some puts. Dollar, that's what we want to see, keep falling, and we'll see if this thing starts giving us our secular move that we made. And that means the broad market's going to suffer, foreign markets are going to move higher, commodities on the precious metal side will move higher, and then we'll see about the economic commodities. I don't know, they've already had a big move already with Trump. TWM, like I said, we're going to wait till Friday to look for a move higher. Oil, dead cat bounce. That gap fill was the reason why I said the Fed's definitely going to be dovish tomorrow. I think that scared them, and probably was a well-timed sell-off by those in power to keep them from being too aggressive, or maybe from them themselves so they don't have to be too aggressive. You never know anymore. We live in a bizarre world of I feel like I'm inside of a virtual reality machine. Let's see here. Anything else I want to share? Hey, with the ags, I'm just corn and wheat right now. The secular move is just chopping, not making any money on it. I'm at the same price I bought this thing for a year ago. And with the grains, I'm actually down on. Drip, I think drip gets 17, 16, 15. You're going to be able to average in. You'll be able to make a good trade on those. Talked about that. FXY, we'll see if this keeps pushing higher. But these currencies are just out of whack. And I think over time, you're going to see FXY over 90, as I've been calling for quite some time. Tuck this one away. They'll get bought out. And I think you'll make good money on it long term. SALJ, wow, look at that after hours move. Holy moly. We're out of it though. We made our money. Hopefully those stayed in it. That's a nice move after hours. SRS, inverse of real estate. Inverse of biotech. Like I said, we're in corn and wheat. Wheat's had a nice move. I'm going to hop off at 725. And corn, I'm going to hop off at 1950. And Joe, I'm waiting for a buy point. Not hitting it yet. I want to get lower. Sugar, I'm going to wait till April. And corn, like I said, I'm looking for this thing right now. It's pretty much where I bought it, a little bit lower than where I bought it. This was a funding move. And this is one of the reasons why the market was up today. And but they bought it back. It went down and they bought it back. So this could be an interesting change in direction for the VIX. I hope so. PAVE we're going to get to once they start producing it. And then, like I said, we're going to do training on Thursday on advanced introduction of trading concepts. These are the things beyond the indicators. How to use pivots, how to look up wedges and flags, and how to trade them, and candlesticks that are ones to watch. Candlesticks you really aren't worth your time messing around with. And gotten really great feedback on the training before, so I encourage you to join the training. Just sign up. If you're an annual member, which quite a few of you are, you get all training for no charge. So all the intro classes are no charge. And so I encourage you to join Thursday 4 p.m. You will definitely get your money's worth out of what I charge for the class. And it's interactive, so if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer it. So look forward to seeing everybody, and I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.